Hey guys, welcome back to Mousestream Gaming Studios. I'm Craig, and today we're making a video about one of the coolest Tyranid models in existence, one of the biggest. I did not think I would be standing next to a Titan like this anytime in my future, but here we go. We have a Tyranid Hierophant. During our 1,000 subscriber special, our 6,000 point Apocalypse game, which I can put up here if you guys really want to see it, it was noted that the Tyranids just did not have the big firepower to compete with what Sam was bringing in his Iron Warriors. And made the comment saying, someday maybe we'll have a Hierophant or something to support the Tyranids alongside our big crusades. And well, the Hive Mind heard our calls and the Hive Mind brought us a Tyranid Hierophant. So I'll just go over this guy a little bit. This is gonna be a quick video. You guys have seen some pictures, you'll see some videos, but I just want to talk about my process of building this thing, painting it, what I think of it, how I'm planning to use it and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, a showcase for the Hierophant. Unfortunately, this thing is so big that I don't have any true 360s because he is too big for the 360s that I can make. Because of that, you will see just a lot of stills, zooming, moving around. This thing is massive, and it was a little bit of a pain to build. Not the worst model I've built, but he's definitely no plastic kit from GW. Being that he was resin, he required a significant amount of cleanup process. I had to warp some of his talons back into position. I had to clean a lot of the parts, make sure there were no more mold lines. I had to cut and pin. I had to pin all of his arms together. They're held in by multiple pins, small pins, but multiple of them. We have epoxy sculpt in there, making sure it's a nice, strong bond. And of course, we have it, as you can see, on this base with a 1/2 inch clear acrylic rod shoved right up his gut in order to be that true form of support. The Hierophant doesn't technically need a base, doesn't come with one, but he's supposed to be on his 4 legs. I thought the base would be a nice touch, and it would be a much easier way to carry it around without having to worry about maybe a leg snapping because it's standing on these tiny legs. So I went with the base. I didn't go with a big base because he technically has the fly keyword, so I can move him around as if, not too much to worry about. So I went with the smaller base for some durability and some decoration, but not a full base that just is obnoxious to work with on the battlefield. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show off the base first. You guys can see some images, but what I really did is I went and I wanted something cool, and I also needed something to hide the support for the flying stand, the acrylic rod going into it. So I found a model of Tyranid Rhino, of a Space Marine Rhino, and it was 3D printed. I just printed it myself, and I slapped it on the base, and then I got 3 Space Marine bodies that are, 2 of them are from Harkin the World Claimer. He's a Chaos Space Marine, Chaos Raptor Lord guy, so 2 of those are from him, and one of them is from the Space Marine Apothecary kit. I was going to get a Primaris Lieutenant to lay also on here, but he has not showed up in the mail yet, so I'm waiting for him to just paint him up and glue him on. But I'm really happy. The very rubbled look, obviously this thing is, or the Tyranids in general, decimated this Rhino and its crew, and this is what's left as the Hierophant marches over it. I went with Ultramarines. I don't really know why. I painted 1 Ultramarine on my Broodlord base. My new Broodlord base is standing over an Ultramarine Dead Terminator, and I actually really enjoyed painting the 1 Ultramarine, so I thought, hey, let's do a few more. I couldn't do a whole army of them, but just a few more to say I've painted a few of the classic poster boys, though they are in a dead fashion. So that's pretty much it, and then I just added a ton of the texture paste and the rock, super gluing them in there, make it really kind of blend everything together, and I'm happy with it. Now for painting the actual model, this was done using the same method that I do. You've seen in my painting tutorials. Prime it all brown, and then I went through and did some heavy dry brushing on the skin to a lighter brown, then followed up with lightly layering on that further brown just to kind of pick out some of the more solid contours on it, make it stand out a little bit. And then specifically on the talons, the spikes, and some of the skin, I went in with some brighter highlights just to make them pop a little bit more. The arms and the tail were done. The gun arms were done the same way. Purple with some green accents for some of the tubing or whatever you want to call it. The purple, I really love the purple on him. It does blend a little with the red, but I think it stands out enough on its own. So happy with those two guns. The face was actually probably one of the things that I don't say I struggled with, but I went back and forth. So I chose to paint the pinchers on his arm the same color as the carapace. It was between the carapace and the skin, and in the end, the carapace won. Do I regret it? No, but I would be interested to see what it would look like with the skin. Maybe if I get another one, I'll do it the other way around. But I'm really happy with how the head turned out. His eyes, I think, look pretty nice. The pinchers look pretty good. His tongue looks good. The teeth, I think I did pretty well highlighting the teeth. But overall, again, nothing too crazy. It's just the same way I paint my normal paint job for the most part. It took me probably 8 hours to get him all posed and get the hole drilled in him and everything in place. And it probably took me another 8 to 10 hours to paint him, which some people might say that's not very quick, but when you're priming the thing brown, that really goes a long way to save you tons and tons. I think the 10-15 minutes I spent spray painting him saved me 5 hours of base coating him, because the brown does such a good job with the red, and it's the base coat for the skin, so it's a great way to do it. Some things I would recommend, I would change in the future. If I did another one, I went with a 3/4 inch dowel to shove up his gut. I would change that to a 1/2 inch rod. Biggest reason being that under his gut, like the underside of right here, is only just over 3/4 inches wide. So when you start drilling into that, you start tearing apart some of the skin, but some of right here starts to get torn apart, and I had to kind of putty it back together. So did that. Half inch dowel is what I definitely recommend in the future over a 3/4 inch. Maybe the durability is better on the 3/4, but I think you'll get everything you need out of the 1/2 inch one too. Furthermore, his back legs, specifically his back left leg, is posed a little weird. It looks like he's squatting a little bit, and I'm not a huge fan of it looking like that, but at the same time, I couldn't get the leg to fit in any other way. So that's kind of where I'm stuck with him. Sneak peek to a future video. In a few days, I will be bringing him to a GT tournament, Grand Tournament, a GT, and I will be testing out this Hierophant for the first time, unfortunately. I was hoping to get a game in beforehand with him so I could really get the grasp on him. But he's going to be part of a Crusher Stampede list. Hopefully he does work. Maybe it'll go really well, or maybe I'll get my Big Boi stomped in by a bunch of Tau, ignoring Invone save rail rifles. We'll see. I don't have much else for this video. You guys are seeing some pictures right now of him, and I just wanted to make a quick one to show off this. Oh, see if you guys come up with a name with him. My fiance said Gerald the Hierophant, so maybe that'll stick unless one of you guys have a new name for him. I do just also call him Big Boi because he is the biggest of boys for the Tyranids. But yeah, hopefully we can use him on a battle report here sometime in the future, at least maybe on the last battle report before the new Tyranid Codex comes out. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, let me know if you got questions on him. If you want me to show them off a little bit more, Discord members, I will share plenty more with you if you need or want to. But everyone else, stay tuned for more fun from the Hierophant. Now that we have one, he's massive. He is just massive, and he looks beautiful on a table. I cannot wait to see him. I'll try and share some pictures in the future with you guys more and more. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. It's just a short, sweet video. Happy Friday. Stay safe in the world. It's kind of a mess right now. Hopefully Hierophant just brings a little bit of calm to you guys. And catch you next time here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios.